Hi everybody. Hi and welcome back. This is Donna, Paper Dreamer 1 here on YouTube. How's everybody doing today? I finally got my order in from Craft Outlet. Actually got it in a couple of days ago. I had planned to do this first thing this morning, but unfortunately I had to take my sister into the emergency room last night, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning when we got home, so it was not a good morning for me to get up early and get going. Although I still got up at 6:30, I'm just not a morning sleeper. But at any rate, everybody's fine now. It's the sciatic issue, and she'll just have to take care of it with some pain medication and probably some therapy. But I wanted to get going on this wreath that I want to take with me later on this summer when I go and visit. And if you remember, I was waiting for the rail. Okay, so the rail came, and when the rail comes, it has twisty ties on it, up and down it here, which I took off because I'm not going to use those in those positions. But they are good twisty ties, and so I will be using them to put on some of my mesh. And when you get them off, there's a piece of wire here at the end that I just kind of unbent with my pliers. And then the pieces themselves are actually, see if I can show you, if I can get another one undone. These are actually two separate pieces. And so once you can get that little circle of wire off, which I didn't have any problem, there you go. You've got two separate pieces. And then we just take these little circles and get rid of them. This was to make the beach themed wreath, if you remember, with the sand on the bottom and the water in the middle. I showed you the mesh before. You have the sand, the water, and the sky. Okay, and I'm going to move you down just a little bit. You're not really getting a very good view here. Now you'll get not all of me, but that's okay. But you have the water and the sky. Okay. The other thing that I got from Craft Outlet, well, was another kit that I am so excited about trying, and will try in just as soon as I finish this one. And I'm still not getting me. Hold on a second. I'll get this regulated sooner or later. Probably later rather than sooner. There. Okay. This kit is so cute. Can you see what it is? If I show you the back, you'll get a better idea. But there's a hat and some pants, and look at the shoes and socks. Is that not adorable? And over here is a golf club. So I got this one to make. We live in a golf community, so I'm going to make a golf themed wreath. And I got this, this is a poly jute mesh. And I have to tell you, I'm not sure how it's going to work because it is huge. So it must be very, very dense, very thick to use. But I'm going to give it a try. And I also got a jute colored work wreath. So I just need to pick up a couple more things when I finish this one, and then we'll get on to that one. That ought to be fun. So, but today we're going to try this three-decker, I guess you'd call it. I went to Joann's and I picked up a bag of shells and some starfish. And from Amazon, I got this cute little lighthouse. And it has an anchor in the front of it. And it's really cute. Now they have, I think this was about 10 something, maybe 12 something. I don't have a packing slip with me. But they have 2 or 3 different styles. This has got the anchor. There was one with a life ring on it, and one with a starfish, I believe. So you had your choice of of those. And this is wood, but it's not too heavy, so I think it'll work out fine. Now I'm going to be making 30-inch ruffles to do this wreath with. And I'll show you what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to go off camera and get all of these ruffles cut so that we don't take forever, because I've not ever done one of these before, so we're doing this together, and so I don't want to take forever and ever during the process of waiting for me to cut ruffles, because cutting ruffles is nothing new. So I'm going to move you down, we'll cut a few ruffles, and then I'll go off camera and finish it up. Be right back. Okay, here I am, and I'm going to put my rail away, and I'm going to be doing 30-inch ruffles, as many as I can. We'll see how many we get. I'll use my Lighthouse over here. And actually, 30 inches for me, when I do it this way, is really kind of hard because I have to go above it. I'm left-handed. Now my mesh I mentioned to you the last time comes from Hobby Lobby. I'm not a big fan of their mesh, but with 30-inch ruffles, I think we can probably get away with it. And what I'm going to do is cut it backwards for all of you guys. I'm going to go from 30. Actually, I'll go from 31, so I have a little room to work with here. So, boy, I guess a lot of you guys are getting some really hot weather now. Such a change, huh? You wait so long for it to get here, and it comes in with a vengeance. So I hope you're all staying cool. You're getting the idea? 30, 30, 30, 30. So not to keep you watching me cut ruffles forever, I'm going to go off camera and get the ruffles cut, and then I'll be back. See you in a little bit. Hi everybody, welcome back. I think you might notice that my shirt color changed since the last time we were together. Actually, my shirt color has changed, my hair has changed. In fact, the color on my nails have changed. It's been almost 2 weeks since I recorded the first part of this episode. And as they say in the big cities, life gets in the way sometimes. I think I mentioned previously that my sister has had some health issues, and I have been back and forth to the emergency room with her on several occasions for various things, and finally just got her admitted yesterday, so she's now in there and safe, and they're going to do some testing on her. And her husband is in rehab and has been for a while. Fortunately, I think they'll probably have her go to the same rehab when she is stable, and that will be much better for both of them. But in the meantime, it's been kind of an up and down and back and forth. I'm 72, what am I, 73 years old, just had a birthday, and she is 82 and her husband is 84, so it's kind of hard. She does have 3 children. They don't live locally and seem to have different priorities, I guess you might say, right now. So it's been kind of difficult. But this too shall pass, and we'll get on with it. So in the meantime, I have made all the ruffles, and we're going to start putting them on the frame and see if we can't do something about this lighthouse wreath, I guess you would call it. So I'm going to move us down to the table, and we'll get started on putting all of our ruffles on the frame. Back in just a minute. Okay, here we are, and here's the frame that we're going to be working with. And I'm going to start with the beige ones, and the beige represents the ground, the sand. And I'm going to start right on this bottom section here and go across and see how that works first. I'm going to make them go up and down if I can. I think that will give me more of an authentic look for the sand or ground. So I'm doing this now. It's just early morning. Early morning. Actually, it's not so bad to do it early morning because it's not quite as warm down here as it will get later in the day. These ties that I used that came on this form are good, but they're very stiff, kind of hard to twist. You see these here. So it takes a little effort to twist them. Now what I'm going to do is what I've done before. I'm going to pull this over tight, and I'm actually going to take one piece of it and twist it to a previous one, and that will help keep them up tight. See, so they are a little tighter. These, if you remember, it's been a while. Well, it hasn't been a while since you've seen the two parts, so, but these are 30-inch ruffles. And we have the three colors, the sand, the water, and the sky. And I think I'll probably cut a couple of blue ones. I mean, not blue, sorry, white ones to represent a few clouds when we get to that point. I want to thank all of my new subscribers. I felt bad that I haven't been able to put anything up in a bit, and I'm still picking up new subscribers. Okay, isn't that coming out nicely? I'm going to get probably another one on the bottom. Oh. In fact, we're making this one after Prime Day, Amazon Prime Day. Did everybody take advantage of some of the Prime Day sales? I did. I took advantage of some shoes, some of those Under Armour shoes, sandals. Okay, I'm going to go up on the side here. And get a few of them going up this way. Get out of there, water. Do one on the other side. And I think I have a couple more. Let's see. I do. Do another one on this side. Boy, I've been watching a few YouTube videos, and guys are all gearing up for fall and Christmas now. But that's about what you have to do this time of year. I have an order for a wreath for someone's 60th wedding anniversary that is going to take place in September, so I will get busy on that one shortly. And I think that's going to be a grapevine wreath. Now I think I can get one more, maybe. Okay. Let's see so far. So let's see what we can do with the water. Whoops. As usual, I'll knock things all over the place. Well, let's see, I'm being very quiet, aren't I? Studious, I guess you'd say. And I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough. Oh, I have a few more up here. Oh, I wondered where all my dark blue ones went. I have them on the back here. Then I haven't ruffled yet. Guess what? We can ruffle them together. Let me set that right over here. I think you can see me. This is that mesh from, I got some short ones here, but I'll just cut some. This is that mesh from Hobby Lobby that I don't like. Get one on before I cut the rest of them. It's just very flimsy, so you really need a lot of ruffles to fill in the gaps. And it's more difficult to keep yourself in the middle because it kind of moves around a lot. It's a pretty color though. If you've ever been to the Gulf of Mexico, the water is the most beautiful greenish blue. Really is lovely. And even more so when you get down into the Caribbean. We've taken a few cruises, and boy, that water is just the prettiest color. So this is a pretty color, but I'll tell you what, Mother Nature does a much better job than Hobby Lobby does on making the water pretty. I think you hear my air conditioner going in the background. I normally would have a fan on too, but the fan is right behind the camera. And those of you who've seen some of my videos previously will notice that sometimes there's this loud roar behind me, and you can't hear anything, and that's because I forget to shut off the fan. So I shut it off before I started recording this time. And it's getting a little warm. One more. And this must be the end of the roll because it wants to roll constantly. Well, my fingers match the wreath this time. Okay, let's pull this back and get these attached. It sure does like to stick to itself, doesn't it? quiet, I'm quiet. It's not my usual thing to be quiet. Okay. So far? Now we'll start with some of the light blue, and I will get some white mingled in there. Let me get a couple of white ones cut. I have this white here that is got a little iridescent in it. I don't know if you can see it. Pick it up. Oh, I can pick it up there. See it? I think that'll look pretty. Let me get these cut and wrapped, and I'll be back in just a minute and give you, we'll finish up the top. Hold on. Okay, I've gotten all of the pieces on. I'm going to lift you up a little bit. So you get a little better view. I think I'm going to go ahead and put the lighthouse and things on, but I'm thinking, I'm not sure. We'll see how it is when I finish decorating it. I might want to get another little bit of this lighter blue. I don't really see any holes, but I don't know. Somehow I think it could be a little fuller. It might be just fine. Let's see what we're going to do. Now I'm going to be working with the lighthouse, which will go just like so. And I'm going to use a floral wire, I believe. She says laughingly. Well, this is already pre-cut floral wire, so we'll see if this is going to be long enough. And what I'm going to do on the back here is to staple some wire right here. And I put my staple gun in the other room. So I'll be back in just a second. I gotta go get it. Okay, here I am. I've got wires. I put one here. I only could get one staple in up here, so I put a third wire. I don't know if I'll need it. What I'm going to do is just put a little bit of hot glue right over the wires here, over the staples. And see how that's going to work. So I'm going to find my way down through these ruffles. And we have a crossbar right here, so I'm going to go on either side of that crossbar. Easier said than done. Here we go. We'll take the middle one here, work our way through. The other side, find another crossbar. Give it a twist. Okay, I do have one more, so I'm going to push it through and see if there's anything I can attach it to. Go. Really nice. Okay, let's see. I have some starfish here. I think we'll put that on the bottom here, maybe. All tied up nicely with some raffia. I think I'll put one here. And maybe one over here. I don't know if I mentioned this new glue gun that I got. It's wonderful. It's so easy to pull the trigger. But let me tell you, folks, that glue gets hot. And the first time I used it, I burned myself, so I'm going to be careful not to do that again. Hopefully. I also have a bag of shells. I'm just going to pick out a few. I really wanted to get a seagull, but I couldn't find one. This is a little tricky to put the glue on these without, ouch, without hopefully getting it all over my fingers. This is a cute one. And one more. Boy, this glue, when it comes out, it is steaming. That's scary. And I'm going to put that one right about here. Okay, folks, so here we go. Oh, a glue string on me. Here you go, finished product. And I'm sorry, I had the fan going. Oh, I'm sorry. But here we go. Now you can see. I'm going to raise you up one more time so I can get the whole thing in the picture. Hold on. I think it came out really good. I'm impressed. So, this will be a gift when we go on our vacation. It has come out really nice. I'm pleased with the way it is. I hope you enjoyed it with my mishmash up and down, 2 weeks apart, and the fan blowing in the background. I just so said I need to shut off the fan and promptly left it on. So I will be back shortly, and my bad hair day so far. I will be back again in another couple of days, barring any future complications here, and we'll start working on that wreath I talked about, golf wreath. I'm really getting kind of excited of trying this one. It's something different. I've not done one like this before in a while. I think the last one I did was a Santa Claus or an elf or something like that. So it'll be fun. So in the meantime, here's my beach theme wreath. And we'll say goodbye. I hope you all have a safe and happy day. And this is Friday. No, it isn't. It's Thursday. Sometimes we forget. It's Thursday here, and it's going to be hot and humid, regular, old regular. So keep warm or keep cool, depending on where you are. Most of us are trying to keep cool right now. And stay dry and out of the rain. And we'll see you again in another couple of days for another video. See you later. Bye-bye.